Alright, it's that streaming time again. Get my headphones on here. Uh-oh. What's my computer volume set to? That should be right. Where's my controller? There we go. Oh. HDMI sound is not on. There we go. Might be a little quiet. There we go. Let me sure I get my tweet out here. Oh, hey, the auto tweet is working now. Huh. I don't know either, Parker. I don't know either. What you doing, Parky? Oh, he's trying to get upstairs. You can't go upstairs, Parker. So, hey, Sun Gaming. I should probably move chat because these freaking incessant tutorial things love to pop up here. Hey, Sun and Samu. Yeah, I don't think you can turn those off either. But yeah, this is World of Final Fantasy. It's kind of like a tribute to Final Fantasy itself, as well as serving... If you've never played a Final Fantasy before, it's actually a really good starting point too. There's references you won't get, but you'll also familiarize yourself with kind of the standards of Final Fantasy in a pretty accessible package. The game is a little bit... it might seem a little bit kiddie, and I mean, it's definitely made to be kid-safe, so to speak, but it's not... I wouldn't really say it's for kids exactly. Especially not the, number 4 kids. Yes, hello, Parker. Yes, you have to interrupt me every time, don't you? So yeah, currently in the story, we have just found there's some major evil plot going on, because of course there is. It's a Final Fantasy game. So we visited this town, and yeah, that is gonna definitely be a timeout. Chill out there. Yeah, like, just, I don't know. Wait, did that timeout work? There it goes. Hey, Savannah. Yeah, I don't know why people, I think people just think it's, hey, it's YouTube. Oh, hey, that's nice. When you ban stuff on, with the new thing, it actually, the messages actually get deleted on the stream. That's cool. I still hope YouTube is aware that it's a problem that they don't have, wait, we go via cannon?
What have we got?
A cannon?
Oh, good stuff.
What's it doing here?
So we're trying to go to a pirate ship.
Aha! Nice! It's a perfect...
Very safe and good thing to do.
What just happened?
Hey, Zebra.
Naturally, this must be how the locals get around.
Uh-huh. Naturally.
This is the one kitty element that I don't like. I forget, what's her name, like Tama or something? Yeah, Tama. She's kind of added there so kids know it's, it's a happy, safe, fun land, because you gotta have the cute talking animal. Which is weird because Final Fantasy has plenty of cute talking animals. They didn't need to shove one in here. And I guess we found a mimic.
What the honk?
It's got twin tails! Why does the mimic have twin tails? I guess their hands are drills. Never thank Donald Duck. I'm actually going to say that Tama is less awful than Donald Duck. Or no, is that Daffy Duck? Which is the one in Kingdom Hearts? This is how well I know my Disney. Is it? Wait, no, it's Donald. It's Donald. Yeah, Daffy Duck is the good duck. Daffy Duck is Gerald Garibaldi's patron god. The chibi character. Yeah, the chibi characters are great. I really love the. It's an art style that shares with. They have some figures. I forget what they're called. But they have a line of figures that look just like this. I got the one with Squall, Cloud, and some other people. Reduce the Mirage's HP. Okay. So this game is also half like Pokemon, where you can catch all the monsters and see. That's where I have the Moogle, the Mythral Giant, which is apparently not an Iron Giant, and the Right Hand Dude. So everything has a different. Well, I mean, some of them have the same, but they have conditions to create a Prisma Unity, they call it, and once that is active, you can catch them. So it doesn't work exactly like Pokemon. Excuse you? I was expecting you to let me catch you by now. Be real careful here. There we go. Okay. See, once that glint happens, we can catch it. Well, actually, my knack, the wolf thing, set it on fire. He didn't do it on purpose. Donald, the evil son of a bee. Every time you see FF, you think of him? That's a Kingdom Hearts thing, not a Final Fantasy thing, though. I actually wish Kingdom Hearts had more Final Fantasy to it. Mirage disguises the treasure chest. Oh, the descriptions of this game are fantastic, by the way. They put a lot of love into the descriptive text in this game. The story writing, like the main story writing, is a little bit under par for, you know, Final Fantasy stuff, which is, you know, a pretty high standard. But the writing in these is fantastic. There's no escaping one in battle. The poor things develop serious identity issues, but hey, that's the job. Also, let's make it official. The Mimic has no relation to that other famous Mimic in our game lineup. I'm not sure what other Mimic they're talking about, actually. But anyway... use the default. You can change the names at any point, so it doesn't matter. And I think I'll be adding you to my party. Oh wait, you're medium-sized. I'll still take it with me. So yeah, this is my current stock of characters. They added some baby forms, so this game has different sizes. Like you saw, my characters are kind of stacked up there. This game has small, medium, large, and apparently extra large characters. So everything has a size, and you kind of have to make a stack of large, medium, and small. So like, I can't just make a party full of small characters because I won't be able to bring all of them in battle. I have to bring something to stack them on. For some reason, I'm thinking of that kid from Final Fantasy VI. But I mean, it's a Mimic. It's the Final Fantasy Mimic. Are you thinking of Go-Go from Final Fantasy VII? That's... I guess that could be a reference to Go-Go. Does he call himself a Mimic? I thought he was more of a mime. Though mimes mimic in this series. That's not exactly what mimes really do in real life, but whatever. So I need to keep my L's. I don't really think I need this black knack, even though it got me over here. But oh yeah, what I was saying. So they kind of, because there's the 3 sizes, they kind of made like baby and adult forms of all the different Final Fantasy creatures. So you can see baby Paleberry here. That's going to evolve into a Tonberry, I guess. A pale Tonberry. And the floating eye evolves into the Araman, or however you pronounce that. And this Chocobo was a baby Chocobo, or something. It was unfortunately not called the Chicobo, because that is a thing. In Final Fantasy VIII, they're called Chicobos. Oh, famed to mimic Go-Go! Oh, yeah, okay. I guess if they said it was famed, that other famed mimic, I probably would have got it. Anyway, the magic jar is freaking creepy, by the way. I think I'm gonna ditch the dual lizard. I'm hoping that he turns into Tiamat or something. But the dual lizard hasn't been very cool so far. But you have a bigger party than you can bring together, so you actually let's see if we can see our whole team once again. Yeah, these ones that are not in your party, they still get experience. So you can keep up to 12 people, including your 2 main characters, and everyone else kind of stays back at base, and you just have to get them with exit doors. Chocobo will evolve into Fat Chocobo? Maybe. There's also different kinds, like there's black Chocobos. Oh, I can't get rid of Knack. So I need the fire. But yeah, just like Pokemon, it has things where you need certain Pokemon, or not, you need certain monsters to perform certain world actions, and unlike Pokemon, you don't have to like sacrifice a move slot. Water resistance. So I need this guy. And sometimes there'll be switches where you need certain characteristics. You need to form a stack with certain characteristics to proceed. I hope I have something. Oh, I freaking put away my dual lizard. Oh, never mind, it's fine. My dual lizard would have met that pretty easy. Look how freaking creepy the magic jar is. I assumed he evolves into the magic pot because jars are smaller than pots, I guess. But he's freaking creepy. Oh, for some reason when you complete the, like, this game has mostly good user experience, but it does some weird menu stuff that is just like a little clunky and in the way for no real reason. It's kind of a shame. After playing like Neptunia they do a really good job of minimizing wasting your time. And this game doesn't do the best. What do you mean? Oh, I guess I'll just go back. I thought I was gonna ride on that boat, but apparently not. But what I mean is, like, in battle, you have to manually toggle on the speed up every time. And I have the battle speed set to max, and it's really slow even without with turning on speed. Also, I would normally play with active. This does have the ATB system, but it does it kind of like the PlayStation ones, where you can turn off. You can set it to wait mode, which is I set it to wait mode because I dawdle a lot and I have to figure out what things, you know, how to catch things. So I just set it to wait to play it a bit more relaxed. Like, by the way, Tap, what's the snipping tool you use? It's literally snipping tool. It's part of Windows. It's just a new part of Windows since Windows 7, which I'm not sure is considered new anymore. But yeah, so everything starts at level 1, so that's why I bring everything new with me, so they get some experience and get to a baseline level. I think they get even more experience if they're actually in your like battle party. So I'll probably stick Mimic in. Also, a nice side effect of the way the stack works. Probably need to use a tall stack. Oh, perfect place to insert this. Mimic. Also, your characters are not from this world, so let me explain kind of how this game works. So where we are now is called Grimoire, and Grimoire is basically a world that's like a bunch of other worlds assimilated into one thing. So it's basically all the Final Fantasies crammed into one thing. We are not from here. We are from some weird outside space. And like, we're human and we met God. It was confusing. But I mean, it is a Final Fantasy game. But so things happened and now us normal people are here. But we can turn into little people. They're called Littlekin. The little chibi forms, and we're giants with a J when we're big. And that actually has some combat consequences, so I'm actually going to keep the dude, what's his name again? We are, Lan is the guy and Rain is the girl, because they're left and right. So we're going to keep the guy a little bit big so we can use that Mimic. Hold on. Oh, the maps in this are really nice. I like to make sure, like, the map auto-fills in so you can make sure you don't miss any treasure or anything.
Dude,
Microsoft.
it's on.
Let's make this good.
Yeah, the snipping tool is one of my favorite features of Windows 7, and nobody freaking knows about it. I mean, some people know about it. I know about it because I'm extremely smart, but it's pretty easy to miss. But then again, how do you like introduce people with all the new features of a operating system anyway? So as you stack your characters, you actually get abilities based on your stack as well as just the basic. You get the abilities of all of the components of your stack, but you also get certain abilities based on your makeup. So say we had 3 characters that each knew fire, we would actually learn Firaga as a stack because those abilities stack as well. So the stack is a very central mechanic. Oh, and the stack also really helps with having newbie characters, because when you're stacked up, you're treated as a single unit as far as HP and all of your stats are concerned. So even though my Mimic is only level 6, it won't get like one-hit KO'd because it's in a stack with other higher level characters. So they can't deal direct damage to the Mimic unless I get unstacked, which is a gameplay feature. They can break your stack as well. Alright, you can also carry your little duders around. I think small ones can go around with you, and large ones you can ride on. So I can ride on my chocobo or the giant hand thing. And I think there's certain unlocks you can get based on.
That creeped me out.
What do you mean?
That chime sounded like it could wake the dead.
You don't mean it?
Did we just like
Hey, I
unlock
didn't say it.
freaking Omega Weapon? I'm not ready for Omega Weapon, I just started. Yeah, the stacks are pretty cool. I do kind of wish we had 3 characters. Like 3 stacks. But I guess we technically have 6 characters, so it's still a lot. Also, since my stacks aren't currently very well thought out, well, her stack is alright. But his stack is just random stuff. I don't have too many abilities. Your abilities are, like I said, based all on your stacks. So whenever you integrate a new thing to your stacks, if it doesn't have many abilities, you'll of course have less stuff to work with. I don't have much. These are flans, so obviously I'm supposed to be using magic to hurt them. But like I was saying, I don't have much magic currently. I do have Foxfire, which is just normal fire, actually. Excuse you? You can't open that door. No, you can't. I know you have passion, but you can't open that door. Oh, thanks for the sub, brother. I should probably just call Waka. Oh, hey, you gamer. Did you just get a new name thing, or is this always what your YouTube was and you just haven't been here a while? It's been a little confusing because I used to multi-stream to multiple things, and a few people have different names on Twitch or Beam versus YouTube. But I only stream to Beam now. They're to YouTube, not to anything else. And these are... What are these things called? Like... Merc Rifts, that's what they're called. Level 25. I could probably take that with a good team, but I'm not going to do it right now. They're basically optional, like, mini-bosses that you can catch if you do the right thing. You probably just have to ring all the bells. It's like a bucket of seaweed. So that thing up there is a gimme golem. It'll require some item that I need to get, so I'm not even gonna bother. Ooh. I don't have these. So every time you get, unlike in Pokemon, you need special items to catch each thing. And you're automatically given one of those items for each thing. So like to catch this shark thing, I need some manner of shark catchy thing. And it basically limits you to one of each thing until you... there's basically a sphere grid for each character. And eventually, once I level up one of these shark things, I'll be able to get another shark catching item. Use fire attacks to create a Prism Unity. Okay. I have to try not to KO it though. I'll just waste a turn with you. Oh, hey Danny. Love your mystery videos, they've helped a lot. Oh yeah, happy to help. Yeah. Like usual, if you defend, your turn moves up quite a bit. There we go. See, everything has different requirements. Some of them you just have to hit with a normal attack.
Good job.
And that's what most things have been so far, but I think that's just because it's easy. It's like, well, it's the early part of the game. I'm not very far in at all. I found the Final Fantasy I reference town, which was like almost a joke because all of the characters are made up because they don't have any memorable characters in Final Fantasy I. Well, I mean, there's black mages and white mages. It's kind of weird they didn't just make those their, you know, Final Fantasy I things. They made up Warrior of Light and Princess Sarah, which are not really things. You're getting flabby. You got flabby chunks. Yes, you do. Sorry, I'm harassing my cat here. An aquatic mirage with a short temper that regularly attacks swimmers. Plans to one day start its own movie. Chomper 2, the shark will. Oh no. There's no part 1. I don't know what this guy's a reference to, other than sharks, but he probably evolves into something that is more recognizable. Like I said, everything has kind of smaller forms in order to fit with the theme of the game. But we'll get the larger forms later too. Let's replace the chocobo, I guess. Yeah, I know, it's like the armor, it's based off like concept artwork of the best armor in the game. I know it's not entirely made up, but it's 90% made up. What's this? Oh. So your things can learn certain field abilities, kind of like Pokemon. You don't sacrifice a move slot for them, which is great. So yeah, my baby Airman can do a float around. Do you have to move everything on my desk when you sit on it? Parker is assisting. Oh, right, the sphere grid. Let me show you the sphere grid. They're called Mirage boards, but it's a sphere grid. All right, I just got Mog, so I haven't, I haven't set his stuff up yet. So yeah, as you level up, you get SP, which you can use for the sphere grid. And you kind of gotta branch out, just like the, you know, sphere grid. Libra. It's nice, but I already have it. Stroll. Sure. Stroll is. Ooh, that is very good. So a Mira jewel means I can teach my main characters a skill. So like usually you can use whatever's in your stack, but if you use a Mira jewel, you can use that ability even if you don't have a stacked character. Forest Nocturne. Oh, it's like Bard. I guess he's like Bard Mog from Final Fantasy VI, where he does the dances and stuff. Parker, would you call him? Yep, Wind Rhapsody. I think that might actually be a thing for that. Or is it? I didn't use Mog very much. She's not... Mog and I think the Yeti aren't really particularly good characters in that game, but they're there. You can't say they're not there. That would be a lie. None of these are super amazing. And you can also unlock these. Transfigurations are what, like, you don't have evolutions, you have transfigurations, which means, I guess I'll get that. Transfigurations, you can change back and forth between forms, basically. So I can change him into probably, this is going to be a medium form, or a medium-sized Moogle. Let's see what my Mimic can learn. Ooh. They can be, like, huge. That's interesting. Hey, Mr. Rosen. Moogles are now voiced by Ariel Winters? Huh. Ooh, First Strike. I guess that makes sense for a Mimic, huh? Yeah, the abilities are kind of cute references in addition to just being useful, but they kind of tried to, like, flesh out a skill set of, you know, a standard Mimic or whatever. Ooh, a Siphon Mirror Jewel. When did Osmosis become Siphon anyway? So yeah, these box things are the transfigurations, and that lets you change them into a different form. I can't reach those yet, and it looks like it doesn't even matter until level, I guess, 22. But Armor Piercer, sounds good. Arcane Counterstance. Enter Counterstance and retaliate against Magic Stance. Magical attacks. Oh! That's pretty cool. Oh, and no escape. Yeah, enemies can't escape in this. Oh, we get both freaking counters. Alright, I want normal counter more than that. I can't really get either, though. Let's just get no escape then. Yeah, certain more cowardly enemies will run, and it makes catching them hard. So, I'll just get that. Magic Jar. I haven't leveled up Magic Jar either. Also, that sync level is based on how many sphere grids that you filled in. Compared to, like, it's basically just the percentage of how many you filled in. And you get some bonus for every 25% of sync level you get, it seems. Use Dark Power to absorb AP. Balance. Yeah, as you get hit in a stack, you lose balance slowly. You can restore balance, but causes elixirs received to raise various stats. Of course it has the gimme an elixir. You literally had to give him an elixir to catch him, because of course you did. He just has a bunch of passive skills. Ooh. Definitely. I want more Gil. Can't quite get that yet. I wouldn't give that an elixir. I had to give that an elixir. Water off. Don't have enough stuff. Usually, an attack thing costs 4 and a passive costs 3. But some things are cheaper and some things are more expensive. There's also blank spaces. You can use, like it says, you can use seeds to give custom abilities. I don't really have the money to, like, custom abilities cost money, so I haven't really bothered with them too much. Poison sounds good. Ooh, a Thunder Mirror Jewel. That's good. Can't get that yet, though. Magic Defense. So this guy doesn't have any transfigurations except, I think he transfigures into the right claw, or the left claw. But that's not interesting. But he just has a really big board. Though I think you get more, I think if you fill in all of the transfiguration boards, or all the mirage boards, they get more stuff. And the Osmosis, it's been Osmosis after Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII just has all kinds of messed up names. Then again, everything before Final Fantasy VIII, the names are just a complete mess in English. Did I ring that bell? I can't wait for this guy to... I assume this is what turns into the Iron Giant. I'm a big fan of the Iron Giant in Final Fantasy. I'm a big fan of a lot of the enemies. A lot of the... Uh-oh. The, you know, the common ones. But who isn't? Oh yeah, when you're stacked, healing items affect the whole stack, which is nice. So you don't have to, it's like a free Mega Potion. I already have the flan, so it'll actually, it shows in battle. There's a little icon whenever there's an enemy that you can catch. Played the demo for a little while ago and haven't been able to get into it. Oh, it's really good. I don't know how good the demo is. I never played the demo. I just got it. But if you like Final Fantasy, I think you'll really like this game. It's a little cumbersome with the story is a little silly at first. It takes some time to get started. What do you want? Oh, right, that thing we got. This is usually an item around that you need to give those things. I kind of wish you could turn off the freaking FOV. I've never, or not FOV. What's that called? The blurry depth of field. I've never been a fan of motion blur, depth of field. I want to see the thing not be blurry.
I guess we're
Oh! There's a full-size airman. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to catch him, but so in this game, it's particularly useful to be able to heal enemies. I think sling. No? String medium. I also don't have it. I have one character that has a really good high topple chance ability, but I don't have them with me. This is on PS4 and PS Vita. Yeah, I would highly recommend this game. This is way more my thing than Final Fantasy 15 is, honestly. I never got Final Fantasy 15. The demos were just abysmal. Yeah, this has been great. And I'm not even, I've heard it gets like, even like way better, and I'm super early in it. Alright, there we go. Alright. So when you stalk, you, huh? Oh, he just cured himself. When you topple a stack, you kind of daze them for a bit. And generally you're going to want to defeat all of the stuff that you don't want to catch, so they don't stack up again. Which I hope doesn't happen here. Okay, here we go. Oh no, he's confused! He beat... Aw! I didn't notice he was confused. He just beat the thing I was trying to catch. Yeah, the Aramons are really annoying. I had that happen with the baby one too, where I got confused, so I beat it before I actually
Good job.
could frickin' catch it. Oh well. It wasn't a one-time encounter thing. I'll just find another one. Nothing here. I'm surprised that there's like loading time in screens. It's not really bad. Like, it's not long, but
I'm really starting to get sick
feels
of
a
all
little
this
silly.
cold.
Maybe you should have thought of that before you came up with this plan.
Yeah, Lon. Nobody ever said anything about having to fight past all these stupid mirages.
but there's the boat right there.
Oh, well, I did read that cold weather helps keep you focused, so I guess it's not all that bad. See, shivering uses less energy than a...
Oh man, do I just love the cold. Well, come on, no time like the present.
Lon is the stupid one, and Rain likes to nag and such. Oh, it's another mimic.
Hey! No fair sneaking up on us!
You kidding me?
Yeah, you can, I actually accidentally killed a zombie while I was trying to catch it. I was trying to heal it so I could catch it. And that didn't go so well. Yeah, all of the Final Fantasy standards are here, which includes healing does damage to zombies. And as you can see, we have mimics here. Standard elements are here, including darkness, fire, and wind. I assume holy is here. I haven't found a holy skill yet. It's affected multiple times. Oh, it really is. It is frickin' Mog from Final Fantasy VI. Okay, I don't need to catch you. Actually, I can't catch you. So like I said, you get one free thing.
Looks like I dropped the bomb, buff.
Wait, and the Moogle talks. I haven't had any other enemies talk, or not enemies, but monsters. Alright, there's DLC for this too. I haven't got any of the DLC except for the free ones, because I think the free ones, they're like time limited. Like I got Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and that was time limited, probably because of Disney, you know. But they also had, who else did they have? It's somebody from a Final Fantasy I'm less familiar with. I'm mostly familiar with the SNES through PlayStation 1 Final Fantasies. I've played and beaten everything on SNES, everything on PS1. I've beaten Final Fantasy X and X-2. I have only played a little bit of Final Fantasy 12, and none of the 13s. And the MMOs don't count. I know they're good games and blah blah blah, but no, they just don't count. Water resistance, same stack as before, I guess. Magic charm. Why does he have such good resistance? Oh, I guess he's weak to holy and darkness. Yeah, I don't know why it gives you the switch conditions met thing. It's just like, just activate the switch then. If I didn't want you to activate the switch, I wouldn't have gone into the switch activation. And oh yeah, I hate to pimp stuff during a stream. Oh yeah, Balthier. That's the one. I got that one. I think the other DLC were all monsters, and I wanted to just catch my own monsters at first, so I didn't buy those yet. Can I not get up there now? We got another swirl shell. That's for that thing over there. But what do I do here? Oh. But yeah, I hate to pimp stuff on stream and everything, but in the description you can find a link to the Humble Bundle. I actually get a $100 incentive if 10 people buy my bundle. They're not my bundle. They're just Humble Indie Bundle 18, and I just need 2 more. And I've tweeted it already. It's like I don't know where else to post it, but I just thought I would mention it. Yeah, I am a Humble Bundle affiliate now, so if you see me posting a Humble Bundle link, you can support me without directly spending money on me, just by, you know, grabbing that. So I kind of like affiliate programs, because, did I just pronounce it programs? But, because it's like, people are already going to buy stuff, and it's just like, it's kind of my thing to be like, hey, cool games. And cheap games, too. And it's like, hey. And now I actually can get a little bit of a, you know, affiliate fee for that, which is nice. I don't know why Steam doesn't have an affiliate. Steam is weird, just in general. Steam is behind and ahead in various ways, and it can be extremely frustrating. Honestly, they're mostly behind. They do a lot of silly things. Oh, do I have to do this again? It's not like it was hard or anything, but it's kind of weird. Resistance. Magic jar. Alright, so now we can get to the gimme golem, I assume. My one complaint, or my biggest complaint, would actually just be that Neptunia has much better animation skipping features in battle. Like, obviously the battles haven't been super long or anything, but when just grinding and stuff, and especially the result screen. The result screen, there's no quick way to get past. And it, huh? I did this right. How do we get there? Yeah, I just really like how Neptunia, you can just freaking skip every animation. You just hold the button, and you can skip the results screen too. It just makes the grinding and such really snappy. I really don't want to have to heal here because there's a save crystal right up there, and save crystals heal you. Yeah. We're fine. He's fine. Oh, there is an auto battle thing, which is pretty neat because it... Or what is it? What button is it? Oh, it's the touchpad. Auto battle automatically uses your last action for each character. So, if you were like healing an enemy and then like hitting them with like a status effect or something, you know, to try to do a prism immunity, you could do that instead of just like having it automatically use physical attacks, which would often be bad.
Oh, this must be it. The pirate ship.
I told you last time,
I
stupid.
don't think there's any debate about that.
It was like right here.
Sneaky.
Speed is sneaky. Yeah, Tama has, I don't know why, but Japanese media in general seems to love the vocal tick situation, and I do not like that. Oh, whatever. Do I have, yep, Moogle! Oh, whatever, I'm healed, I think. What are you doing, Parky?
Alrighty,
Oh,
let's
you using
go.
a new
Come
toy?
on, bring it.
You haven't seen, unless you're a patron, you haven't seen it, but I recorded a video of him. I got this like tube thing. Let me see if we can find a picture of this. I've heard vocal ticks make more sense in Japanese or something. I'm not really sure how that can be the case, but I think it seems less weird in Japanese. I do like Kupo and when Prinny say dude in Disguise. I think those are probably the best examples of that. Let me try to find this. But Parker got like one of these cat tunnel things. Here you go. Mine does not have frickin' cheetah print, fortunately. But he got one of these, and he's kind of climbing through it. Oh, he's already out of it. I actually made a video of him in it, but unless you're a patron, you haven't seen that yet. Because I put up my videos up early on Patreon, because I like to do like one video a day. Kind of keep from saturating you too much, and build up a bit of a backlog. Tama is not my favorite character in this game. She's probably my least favorite character in this game. But she could be more annoying, I guess. Best feature could be less annoying or more annoying. The Dual Lizard seems boring. I assume. Oh, it does have a really good. It does have really good flavor text. Oh, I just noticed. So I noticed before that Rain and Lan have like left and right as their names, but they have the thing that lets them control mirages are actually the things on their arms, and their gauntlets are actually on their left and right, you know, their respective arms, which is a neat touch. I described Sonic Adventures as Batman 66, but it's Sonic, kind of. It's honestly not quite as ridiculous. Sonic Adventures aren't quite as ridiculous as this. Like, they're just the 90s, you know? I don't think that they really seem particularly unusual when you consider just the 90s. The 90s on their own, of course, are strange. Oh, we can joyride on it. Joyride lets you ride them on the world map. Ooh. That seems like a good one. Let's get that. What's this? Strength. Yes. Okay. Anything else, Lauren? I usually only bother going in when there's like 4 or more SP. I really want my Paleberry to frickin' grow up. The Paleberry doesn't seem very good on its own, but it turns into a frickin' Tonberry. Aw, it needs level 21? Ooh. Now we get light damage. I guess it's light instead of holy now. Hey, Ciergo? Yeah, I really like this game. I hope they make it. Yeah, I would be totally down with the world of Final Fantasy 2. I could do with a little bit less kiddiness. Like, I don't think the kiddiness exactly harms it too much, but it's like, it's just enough, especially at the start. It gives you the wrong impression. It gives you the impression that, hey, this is like a game for kids. It's like, not really. It's like 25% that and 75% game for Final Fantasy fans. And I think they should have done a better job marketing it as game for Final Fantasy fans.
Not so fast, Kubo.
Oh my god, the pirates.
Huh? The pirates? Did they just call us pirates?
Well, I'd say the pot knows a kettle when it sees it.
Hey.
Kubo! All pots on deck, Kubo! We're outnumbered, Kubo!
Now what, Kubo?
Stop saying Kubo and fight, Kubo! Oops.
Did you do the free DLC Coliseum matches? I haven't yet. I don't know if those were...
There's only one thing
I wasn't sure if those were
going
going to be super hard or anything.
Guys, we're not here to have fun.
And...
I'm here to have fun.
We're not here to have fun, Kupo.
better.
Much the better.
Yeah, I was really excited when, like I said, you can probably tell I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy 1 fan, but when there was the Final Fantasy X reference with, there was Yuna and there was the, there was like a version of Macalania Woods. That was really cool. I can't wait for the Final Fantasy 6 and 8 stuff. And Final Fantasy 9, if there is Final Fantasy 9 stuff. I assume there is. Which is kind of weird, because Final Fantasy 9 was kind of already the Final Fantasy for Final Fantasy fans. Like, the self-referential one. You can do those at the very start of the game. Oh, I'll try them out then, once I get an exit gate. I can't believe we can't catch the frickin' pirate Moogles. You probably can get them later. I don't know if Petty Grudge actually works like, crap, what's that called? Everyone's Grudge? It says it does more damage based on accumulated damage, but I don't know if that's just within a battle or total accumulated damage. See, power increase relative to accumulated damage. Was there a Final Fantasy 2 or 3 NES reference? Yes, they have, there's another made-up character that they use as a reference for Final Fantasy 3. I guess she was added to the DS version. I forget her name. Yeah, Final Fantasy 2 and 3 are kind of at that same tier as Final Fantasy 1, where they kind of have to make things up to be interesting. I fully expect to play a heck of a lot of hours in this. Refia, yeah, that's her.
Scurvy swabs, for shame!
Oh! I should have expected. I was not. Did you mean to jump in the water? Oh. Yes, you did. Hi, Leviathan. Or is that? Oh, that's not Leviathan. That's, Saundra. There you go.
It's Captain Ferris, Kubo!
Hello!
I should have expected Ferris when there was pirates.
That mirage must be mega powerful!
Did I save?
How kind of you gents to whip my crew into shape.
Oh, you're welcome. But I thought we just beat them up.
That's what she's saying, you doofus.
What are you, comedians? Too bad. If you've the brass to steal from pirates, then you know what comes next. So long, you clowns.
Clowns? Where?
Clowns? Why is it clowns, plural?
I'm glad we get Ferris. She's probably my favorite character
Just to look at the size
from
of that mirage.
5.
Tama, it's time! Make yourself big!
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You can do that?
Guess not.
I should have known better than to even ask.
I wonder if that's like an actual thing we can get and it's like an XL size. I've heard there is XL size. I don't know. I haven't got one yet, so I'm not sure exactly how it works. How good Dark is against you. Extremely not good. Great. Iron maybe?
What a laugh.
What? Excuse you? That's not good. Okay. Scripted lost time, apparently. guess something like Behemoth would be XL size. Yeah, I have a baby Behemoth, which is medium size. I don't know
Give up. If we kick the bucket
what normal
inside the
Behemoth is
threshold,
yet.
we're all but the done for.
But they're too strong.
I have you now. Hide Refia all you want, but you can't play hide and seek with destiny. Fate has chosen us.
The Thane of Saronia. Why is he here?
He followed us here?
So this guy is related to the big bad of this game.
What the?
Out of the Hydra and into the Craptopod. What are we gonna do?
Doesn't this make you just want to kiss Kismet? These divine designs. Isn't fate great? Now that it's brought us together, anything could happen. Just imagine. Are we destined for something bigger? Or could it be our cookies are merely meant to crumble? Now, giants from the hills, these questions are all yours and mine to answer!
Isn't it a little unfair to be fighting me after I just lost? But obviously I'm magically healed. Yeah. This game doesn't have Gilgamesh, I'd be highly disappointed. I'm sure Gilgamesh is in here. Like, Gilgamesh is one of those things that's in every game, even if it's not like a self-referential game. I assume you're gonna be weak to light damage.
I've got this.
Apparently not. This game does kind of the Pokemon thing where it says when an enemy's weak or resistant to a thing. For sure he'd be weak to light damage. Oh, good that I got the armor piercer. Also AP, you use AP instead of MP, and AP kind of auto-regenerates. Maybe ice? No. Well, Final Fantasy VII was kind of before they had started the whole Gilgamesh thing. The referential thing. Because I don't think he was in 7 or 6 either, was he? But he came back in 8. And I think pretty much everything. I don't think he was in 10, but he was in 8, he was in 9. Kind of a weird appearance in 9. Oh, yeah, I've heard that all of Gilgamesh's cameos are canon because he uses the void to travel around to different dimensions.
Ship to spew your bilge on!
Unfortunately, when you're skipping, the audio skips too. It's like, I just want the battles to be fast. I don't want to miss dialogue. There you go. I was kind of doing fine on my own, but, you know, whatever.
So this is how the dice have rolled.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
Hey, clowns.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Perhaps you'd care to explain.
Oh yeah, that, like, evil red chains in the background means that we're in the presence of a, like, a Mirage Keeper, and that means we can get a game over.
With one of their soldiers.
Actually, we're not too sure about that ourselves.
But everything we've told you is true.
Honest to the goodness.
Well, believe me, I'd not put anything past those Federation dogs. But if they have monsters like that in power...
Hey, Captain Ferris, you wouldn't happen to know where they're headquartered. The Federation, I mean.
Bahamut's Citadel? No one knows a lick about that, lass.
It was worth a shot.
Why? Was that your reason for trying to steal my ship? To go off on some wild goose chase?
Heck yeah!
The whole idea was Lon's.
You don't say.
What, me? Oh, I would never, ever. I mean, I don't even like ships. Not that there's anything wrong with your... Oh, please don't hurt me.
Belay there, lad.
Okay.
You see, I might be able to help you gents on your way after all. If you are the giants from the hills, the ones the prophecy mentions, then I recall the same prophecy mentioning where you're supposed to go.
Huh?
That's convenient.
You mean there's more to it?
Ahoy, Mog! You've read the prophecy, haven't you?
I have, Kupo. The prophecy says quite clearly that the giants from the hills will collect 4 keys, open up a pathway to the Crystal Tower, brave its dangers, and mount the very heavens, Kupo!
4 keys, huh?
Wait, the Crystal Tower?
So, Mog, I don't suppose you know where the 4 keys might be.
I'm afraid I know of only the first one, Kupo.
It's one more than I do.
Kupo! The first key is said to lie in a... Oh, 'twas the Valley of Fire, Kupo!
Where's that?
I can think of one place. The Fire Valleys in Babel. Down to the south of the low seas.
There's those low seas again.
What labor, all these twists and little turns. But fate must be allowed to run its course.
Bahamut doesn't seem to be the big evil so far. There's like 3 other weird evil people, including the gold mask guy, who seems to be our first major evil to go through. New wares at the Chocobo art. How do you make a Moogle have a Western European accent, though, Kupo?
Chapter 9. The Low Seas.
Sure, this game's starting too easy. Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
so like, all we
most
gotta
Final
do
Fantasies
is
are
cross
honestly
the
pretty
low
easy,
seas
though.
and find that Valley of Fire.
Well, I don't know. Are we really just gonna follow some random prophecy word for word? But
always
what
worked
other
in the
leads
past.
do we have? Fine. I guess we'll run with it.
Huh? What?
Captain Ferris, can you tell us how to get to the low seas?
Perhaps. But I'll not be lending you this ship. For one, she can't venture down sea, even if I were feeling generous. Ah, wait. Ahoy! Mog! Is our guest still aboard?
Guest, Kupo?
You know who. Oi, the lass in glasses.
Oh, from the lead, Kupo. She might be Kupo. I'll go look, Kupo.
Never
need
legitimately got. Oh, it's Cutest! Why are you here?
Sorry to detain you.
I thought we were done with our transaction. Did you find some sort of problem with the cargo?
No, the goods were sound. I have another quandary, if you'll hear me out.
What's that?
These gents here have business in the low seas.
Who are they?
The giants from the hills. In the flesh.
What?
Ta-da!
Cut that out! Sorry about Lon. I guess we might be the giants from the prophecy, but honestly, we don't know.
Very intriguing.
So, they need a boat. And as I recall, you've got one.
Well, if it's true about the Thane, that he's some kind of monstrous Bahamutian doppelganger, then we don't owe him anything. Which means that the boat is up for grabs.
Aye.
Wait, up for grabs? What do you mean?
Oh, my group had some business to attend to in Saronia, so we presented the Thane with a boat. Some might call it a bribe.
You don't need to wheel in the deal with a bunch of no-good monsters like that.
Yeah,
You're not even listening.
yeah.
So you're absolutely certain? You saw the Thane undergo a transformation?
Aye. And then Sildra let him have it.
Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I can see that they're giants, but I can also see they've got some growing up to do. Do you think they'll survive the trip?
Huh. One splash in the low seas can't stop a prophecy.
Well, I guess you win. You can take the fast craft down to the low seas.
Oh, sweet!
Thank you so much! Although, that whispering wasn't very encouraging.
If I were going to play Final Fantasy, maybe I
Okay,
played
come
anywhere
see
to
me
start.
when you're ready.
Honestly, I would say
I'll
this
take
game
you
is a
to the
pretty
boat.
good start. Probably my favorite would be 9, but the problem with 9 is that you're kind of supposed to have already played some of the classic Final Fantasy. It's kind of like a big reference to pretty much all of the major, like, recurring things, as well as kind of the first bringing back to sort of the classic Final Fantasy stuff with crystals and planets and so on, and medieval stuff. But I would say 6 this game, or I guess 9 really isn't too bad. The problem with 9, also with 9, is that the battles load really slow. I think you can at least fast forward on 9. I really like 10 as well, but it doesn't have the cool world map thing. I would say probably 6. 4. I guess 4 works. It's just 4 is just boring in my opinion. Like, it does some cool stuff. They all do cool stuff. Because Final Fantasy always experiments and does a lot of stuff. But 4 is just like, I don't know, it just feels like eating white bread, especially after all of the others. I guess if it was your first Final Fantasy, it wouldn't bug you. And not everybody dislikes it as much as I do. I mean, I don't dislike it, I just think it's significantly overrated.
How can I help you?
There's actually a little game thing on YouTube game and on YouTube streams that says what game it is, but yeah. This is World of Final Fantasy. This is the first game that makes me want a PlayStation. There's a lot of great PlayStation exclusive stuff. The PS4 is pretty much, I would say it's the best console since PS2. I guess it depends how much you liked the Wii, but I strongly disliked the Wii. It still had some good games, but let's see this. FF1 Mascots 1. Is this the Chocobo one you're talking about? I don't know what these free DLC things. Oh, are these the ones? What are the free DLC Coliseum fights you're talking about? I mean, I can beat level 14 stuff, so I guess I can try this one.
Let's begin.
Final Fantasy is an RPG. It's not like...
Alrighty, let's go.
Come on,
No, that's Dissidia. What are these things? Poncho? You can catch these? What are these? Whatever. Element Foxfire. Oh, that was the day 1 code thing? Oh, I forgot that was even a thing. I haven't claimed those yet, I don't think. I thought you meant like it was free DLC for from the PlayStation Network. I think I just got the 2 characters, which I don't know if I even have access to yet. I've just been kind of playing along with the main story. Sephiroth summoned 2 sets of Coliseum matches. Okay, cool. I'll deal with that later, I guess. I should probably stop the wobbling. I think defending heals your wobble status. Yeah, it apparently does. These things are so weak. Let's just scan one. Why does this one have a different name? Oh! Oh, he's asleep. I like that it's just a plain old chest when it's defending. That's the best possible defend animation for it. Wait, I have potions, right? Oh, they're at the bottom. Alright. Ah. I think Offric. I think this works kind of like Pokemon, where the lower health means better likelihood of catching, but I've had good luck catching things just with full health too. I think it's mostly just a Prisma Unity thing. Wait, is this my unstacked? Wait, are these things not actually weak to fire? I guess they're not. Oh wait, why am I giant form? I didn't mean to be giant form. Ooh, they're weak to darkness. Okay. Hey, James. Just hammering on him. Oh wait, these are separately catchable? Whatever, I'll finish. I'll wait until there's only one left. There's no difference based on HP, it's just as long as it's catchable. Oh, okay, that's cool. There's that one. Frickin' Lana's still asleep. I guess I'll just catch both of these. I don't know if the named one is anything special or anything. I've never seen anything like that before. Catchers are separate units from Miney. Yeah, I noticed that they had different. I figured. Weird. I'm not sure if Imprism rates differ between characters or. I would say it's been like 50% success so far. Oh, you don't get experience for that? Boo. A penguin like Mirage specializes in water magic and counterattacks. Miney is determined to become queen, but will she be the chosen one? She and Mo would be neck and neck in the royal race if they had necks. What is a Kawacho? I'm not familiar with this. Penguin like Mirage. Specializes in water magic and counterattacks, so you're wondering its named after its cry, not crying its name. That's a Pokemon reference. I guess Miney. I should probably take Miney with me, not the generic one, I guess. I don't know. I want to take all of them with me forever, actually.
Oh. No trouble at all.
I like that a Tomberry is the Coliseum dude. Oh hey, we can fight Belfour. Why not? Wait, can we catch Belfour then? That would be even better. Small Belfours. For some reason, that thing, the chicken thing on top, that's a basilisk, and it evolves into Belfour somehow. I say evolve, but it's really just like changes, transfigures. It's nice that you can use potions on the enemies because you can hit them to break their stack and then heal them with potions. Kawacho is a name used for a weapon and a key item once. The money we got was good, at least. We got 1,000, which currently is a decent amount for me. Oh, come on. You can get some abilities that have better, better toppling effect. Also, I probably need to heal you, don't I? Oh, I'm almost out of potions. I really don't know why he targeted her. That was a very stupid decision on his part. Her part, really. But let's stack and heal yourself up a bit. Or maybe it's a cockatrice. Yeah. I've seen games mess that up before. Anything's better topple. Also, I think only physical stuff does topple damage. Unfortunately, that's a very magical stack I have over there. There we go. Toppled. Not toppled? Question mark? Whatever, I'll heal you. There's actually a deliberate mistranslation in this game. Oh yeah, it is a cockatrice. The River Muse from Crystal Chronicles, which I've never actually played. They're called Reaver Muse, and it says, well, actually, let me show you. It'll be better if I just show you. What? Reaver here. Earth attacks. Oh, shouldn't you be immune to earth attacks? I guess she isn't. There's a cockatrice. Do I have earth attacks? Oh no, I don't think I do. I have earth attacks on my other stack. Dang it.
Well, that ought to do it.
Predictable.
Oh, I know what Velfor is from. I know my Final Fantasy 4 through 10 very thoroughly. Crystal Chronicles is like a co-op top-down Zelda?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I missed most of their weird side stuff. Well, some of it.
Farewell.
They have a lot of weird side stuff. I actually played Chocobo's Racing way back when. I actually really like that game. It has this magic system where you get, it's like Mario Kart, but you can get magic, and if you get like 3 fires, you cast Firaga instead of fire. And the abilities are just really cool, and they're less luck-based. Like, it's like a more skill-based freaking Mario Kart, which is exactly what I've always wanted out of Mario Kart. It doesn't have as much of that stupid random element. What was I doing? Oh, right. I just need to... I think I have ground abilities already in here. Yeah, from the Mithril guy. That's got to be an Iron Giant on the right. I don't know how far I am from unlocking it. 28. Yeah, I think that's probably the Iron Giant is level 28 Transfiguration. Oh right, you don't get experience here, so I don't have anything to do. I guess I don't really need Velfor right now. I have plenty of characters to level up. Actually, a lot like how Crystal Chronicles magic work, combine magic gems to get magic. Oh, that's neat. I guess it kind of works like that in this game too. If you stack 3 enemies or 3 monsters with just regular fire, you'll get Firaga as a stack ability. I need some potions from the Chocobo Mart. Oh right, you can fast travel in here. I'm actually just right near the exit anyway. It's such a weird... You have fast travel in like the smallest area possible. It takes like 10 seconds to get around, but you have fast travel just in case. Not that I'm complaining about fast travel, was kind of silly. Let's just get 30. I don't want to run out. Alright, these seeds you can use to teach abilities. Oh, I have some cure seeds. Did I intentionally buy those, or did I just get those? Yeah, I should probably start teaching some stuff. Arrow seed. The letter is kind of expensive. I think I'll just use those cures. I think I'll just use the seeds I already have. But you can also get items that deal small amounts of like magical damage and inflict status effects, and those are nice because some things actually require you to cast like status effects. So like if I need, in fact I should buy some of those. There's an enemy that I need to catch that requires, you have to cast blind on it. I guess I already got some of those. And I didn't have anything that has blind, so if I had that item I could have cast it anyway. Is there a world based on Final Fantasy IX? I would assume so. It seems like all of the major Final Fantasies seem to have some significant degree of representation. I've already found Final Fantasy 1, 10, and 3. I don't know if it was, there was a character from 3. I don't know if it was a world or not, because I haven't played 3. But there's also somebody from Final Fantasy 5. I found Ferris. We saw Cutest. I know there's a Final Fantasy 8 world. There's Ballop Garden. But, not sure about the rest. I've been kind of avoiding spoilers. If they do World of Final Fantasy 2, they look more debatably related to Final Fantasy and like Kingdom Hearts and Bravely Default. I don't think Kingdom Hearts is going to be happening. That is an IP train wreck. I actually honestly hope they do not do that, because that would mean rights disasters and
Ready to go?
like it would be bad.
Okay, right this way.
Godspeed, gents.
Thanks.
And
Oh,
personally, I only really like
Where's my
Kingdom
manners?
Hearts for the Final Fantasy
Sorry we
stuff.
tried to rob you.
honestly. And the combat.
We really didn't mean to
But,
cause you trouble.
You can make it up to
I'm
me.
not a big Disney fan anymore.
If you survive. Farewell.
And I don't really recognize some
Come
of
on,
the stuff either.
This way.
Also, King Mickey really brings me out of it. I can't take it seriously anytime Mickey is on screen. Oh, you have to stop the darkness!
where did
Sora!
you go?
Oh!
It's the way back to town. I mean, isn't that how you got here? The other road is crawling with mirages. Nobody uses that one anymore.
Dude! Oh, I so wish we knew about that coming in.
Well, that figures. I thought something about these docks smelled fishy.
But at least we found some good mirages. No worries, the right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Disney
no
would be a
worries,
problem
Wolf.
with that, though. Because I don't know if they technically own Sora or not. Because Sora is in this game, but only as time-limited DLC. And if I had to guess, I would assume that Disney is related to the time-limitedness of that.
Just give me a sec.
That's the Blue
I
Marine!
set the helm to autopilot, so it'll take you
Or
right
whatever
to
that thing from Final Fantasy VII's called.
Now get going, before the Thane or the rest of the Federation catch on.
Wow, you're just as nice as a peach.
Thank you
colored
for
like one, too.
everything.
Bye now. Don't come back and haunt me.
Huh?
What?
Do we get the Final Fantasy characters as like playable things or not? I haven't
Well,
actually
at least it's
played too
starting
much
to
of
warm
this.
up.
I haven't gotten any yet.
Yeah. The
But-
breeze
well,
is
Sora, we
really
got-
nice.
I can't believe they loaned us this great boat. We really lucked you out this time.
Dude, I know, right? You don't even have to steer it. Love the easy life.
But Lon,
Oh, there's summons?
aren't you just a little
That's
worried
good
about
enough, I
what
guess.
Varys and Cutest said?
What did they say?
Now that you mention it, they did kind of make it to sound like we weren't gonna live out the day.
Pretty much.
Wonder why.
What's so bad about the low seas? We're just going south, right? You know, somewhere lower down on the map or something.
What if they're called low because of all the low lives living there?
That could be it.
Hey, Rain?
Huh?
Is it just me, or is the river getting more whooshy?
You think so?
Rain, all of a sudden, I'm suddenly getting this really bad sudden feeling.
Sounds like a boss
Me
fight.
too.
Bad feeling? About the what?
Oh, they do the girl with no name quests? Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, suddenly anime. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Note to self. The low seas are not south.
What the honking horn?
They are literally straight down!
Probably should have been inside the boat, honestly. And they all died.
Jelly sandwich!
Happy rainbow.
How are we alive?
Tama, you still with us?
Never been the better.
Pretty.
Hey, don't do that on my head.
Sure.
Now that our boat's busted, how are we supposed to get where we're going?
Don't ask me.
Hello, friends. Is that a baby Adamantoise?
Those Mirage the meanies have flipped that poor little mini mantis over.
Yep.
How the mean can you
Definitely Please.
Hey, cut it out! Nobody likes a bully!
Looks like you snakes need to be taught a lesson.
What? An earthquake just missed. Whatever.
Take this!
Oh, right. That wasn't on speed up yet. Sea snake. Yeah, they probably evolve into Sahagins. These are air creatures or something. Are you? The heck? They must be marked as flying or something. No way I just got 4 misses in a row. Oh. Should probably catch one of them, shouldn't I? Time for Libra? Water attacks. Do I have one of those water attack items? I don't think I do. Oh hey, fish scale. I do. I'll take that. I guess it is kind of like a Gyarados. It's flying type too.
That was a good fight.
Victory!
Maybe because leveling up nice. Freaking level 12 already. Ophidian Mirage found around large shores. Attacks with both water and its flippers. Sea snakes aren't exactly made for terra firma, but they managed to unmobile on land through sheer force of will. Impressive. Sure, I'll take it with. The shark seems boring. I want to know what it evolves into, but for now, it just seems it's just a shark.
Huh, looks like even mirages have to put up with mean old bullies.
Take care.
Rain, come on.
Huh? What?
We're mirage keepers. If you're gonna let them just swim away,
Hi, friends.
then you're doing exactly the right thing.
Same to you, buddy. Hello, Adamantoise.
Young Mirage Keepers,
What do you talk?
my mini mantis here tells me that you saved his life. I thank you.
That's a bit more what I expect you to sound like.
It talked with words.
Wow! A talking the mirage!
Seriously?
No. Tell me what a pair of keepers like you are doing all the way out here.
Well,
Then I shall help you find this Babel. You are free to ride.
Oh, we're going to
on
Tower
my
of Babel? Or,
Dude!
yeah,
are you sure?
from Final Fantasy IV.
Yes. I'll be your fast craft, or my best approximation of what a fast craft is.
This is such a well-fitting voice. Extremely reasonable. Oh, why don't we get to stay around frickin' Floating Rocks Island for longer? Wait, what are you doing here? Can we catch you? No? Guess not. Later then. Chef from Section 9. I don't know what that is. What? Mega shark walls with low seas are mega deadly. Unlikely ability to defeat one the first time you encounter one. So I want to steer clear of them. Come back when you're stronger.
Now, off we go. I know little about the world above.
Something swimming around over there.
I
That's
don't
what they
like the
evolved
look of
into.
it one the bit.
Why not?
I don't know what those are
Vaughn?
then.
Does this not remind you of anything?
Uh-oh. Oh! That's probably not good. Oh, Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Be the strong!
It's just a freaking jet shark. Oh, I want the freaking mini mantoys. It's even smaller than usual for small things. I guess I should have expected that. Let's scan it. Oh no. It has 5,000 HP. Okay, I'm doomed. Oh, yep. The mini mantoises do 1,000 damage. Well, frick. But like I almost said earlier, you can't get a game over unless you're in basically a boss fight. You have to see those red chains in the distance. Otherwise, it's more like Pokemon. You just get sent back to town. Should be a medal option to set my summons. I don't think I have those yet. Keep items. Yeah, I don't think I have that yet. Oh, I do have some Mirage rules to set though. Cure. That's all I have. Should have had them for clearing Cornelia? Gold hourglass. Cornelia letter. Monocles. You have to go somewhere first, maybe? Did I do the girl with no name stuff? I did the first Warrior of Light thing with her.
I'm taking a break now. What now?
Oh, the trade in Armor Gems thing? Warrior of Light, Refia.
What's this stuff about invoking champions?
With invocation, you can call upon the mediums you've met for help. And then they will fight alongside you in the field of battle.
Dude, what? Really?
Really. The catch is, you can only invoke their power for a very limited time. Basically, they pop right in and whoosh right back out.
Pop. Whoosh. Got it. All the same, the fact that we can invoke them at all, it sounds pretty useful.
Yeah, it'll make collecting mirages way easier.
All right, but there are restrictions. First, not all mediums are champions. They must awaken to their true potential before you can invoke them. Furthermore, some champions awaken in stages, and each to their own abilities. You'll need Armor Gems to awaken them, and you'll want to put some thought into who you're going to invoke, and at what time for that matter.
Yeah.
And invoking isn't free. You have to bend all kinds of divine rules to pull it off, which means more compensation.
And I guess we can't pay in Armor Gems?
Not the gems. Use those here to awaken champions. To invoke, you'll have to store up a different kind of tender. Why don't you think of it as a kind of gauge? When you have enough champion points, you can invoke them.
Oh, that's super easy to understand. So, how do we go about storing champion points then?
Wear down your souls.
Huh?
To put it simply, the gauge fills when you're hurt, and when you defeat mirages.
Right. Okay. So basically all we have to do is keep fighting.
Correct.
Oh, I won't overthink it.
Oh, one thing. Many champions can be found across Grimoire, but you will only be able to call upon 3 of them at any given time. Think carefully about the situation, and choose the champion suited to the task at hand.
But why?
It takes a lot of connecting the dots to make sure they can reach you. Unfortunately, 3 is the most that I can handle. But if you're willing to offer up your souls as additional portals, then I could arrange something.
I am pretty sure there's no way that can be good, so we'll pass.
Kids these days think they're entitled to their souls. Freaking millennials. Yeah, summons, blah blah, got it. Champion medals, do the thing. Yeah. Champion gauge. Okay. I like how there's a little tutorial just in case you weren't paying attention at all. We only have 2 champions anyway. Oh, I just automatically have Sora and Balthier. Wait, what does Warrior of Light do? Because I don't like Warrior of Light, so I'll probably just not pick him. Healing is probably pretty useful. Neutral physical damage bypasses defense. That's actually not too bad. Defense up. That's actually... Oh, he has Oversoul. Topple strength high. Oh, they all bypass defense. I think I'll keep 1 defensive one. Sort of magical life. Ooh, that's a pretty good one too. Well, I don't know Balthier either, and he's more expensive, so I'll just go with these 3. Yeah, I was gonna say, basically works like limit breaks with the whole increases as you take damage and defeat things, so. I was wondering if you just summon them with like AP. But that makes sense. Oh, you can also go back in time in this room and do tasks. You basically fight fights for the other Final Fantasy characters.
Who's solely...
Raphia. Whoa. I think this one's a DLC one or something. Oh, I don't have any things? Or wait, no, I have 2. Where do you get these tokens from, by the way? I don't know where these are, like, from. I think you just get them from playing the game. Oh yeah, this one. We're out though, Smoochy Poo. We fight the Princess Goblin, who... I like how the princess has been kidnapped by the Princess Goblin. I assumed that that was a goblin that kidnaps princesses, but it is also a goblin who is a princess. But it's both, I guess, because she also kidnaps princesses. Oh, bosses drop them? Oh, that would be about right. So I guess there's probably just enough bosses to finish all the things then. A big bridge. This is where your freaking Gilgamesh fight is, I'm sure. Big Bridge Alexander. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that and freaking die though. Oh, you can farm the post game? Oh, okay. Defeat the Mirage in the Ice region. I do like Charlotta. Is Charlotta a real character from Final Fantasy 3? She's like a cat girl and transforms into like regular cat. A girl cat, one might say, I suppose. So that's always cool. Don't think I need anything else in town. Oh, I think maybe I can... I think in your room, I think maybe you can check up on... Oh. I wanted this one. Maybe I can check up on the descriptions. So the descriptions are great. I want to show you the Reaver Mew. Is it Moo or Mew? Mirage Manual. There we go. Reaver. And Mew originally found in a place called the River Bell. So why a Reaver Mew? Well, kids, that's because it was mistranslated in that other game. However, the idea of a cute, fluffy River Mirage plundering Grimoire was so charming we decided, what the hey? And that's how mistakes live forever. Oh, she's from Crystal Chronicles? Oh. Huh. Yeah, like I said, I haven't played the Crystal Chronicles stuff. I played that Tower Defense one. I don't know if that was a Crystal Chronicles one, though. It didn't have, like, any story to speak of anyway, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. But I like how the Moos have, like, fist tail. Because they have, like, an attack called, like, Punch with, I guess, their tails. We have little small sylph. Very small. Choco Chick. I can't believe they didn't go with Chickabo. They called Chickabos in Final Fantasy VIII, which is a way cuter name and would have been a good reference. else we got? There's no music here that freaking weirds me out. And this thing has to turn into a freaking Iron Giant. Though it's weird that it would go from Iron Giant or Mithril to Iron, and that sounds kind of like a downgrade, but obviously the Iron Giant would be the best one. Also, I wonder if the Mandragora turns into a Malboro. Probably not, right? Because Mandragora is just kind of its own thing. I don't know what it would turn into, though. Oh, right, we didn't get an Araman. Yeah, these guys are cool. It's the Final Fantasy X version. Well, I guess that's kind of just the standard look of them now. But yeah, we have Baby Behemoth. And there seems to be an even larger Behemoth. Regular Behemoth is just large. Also a heavy mouth breather. Even have that as famous heavy counter. Oh, sweet. Which is enough to make even the spooniest bard sorry he swung his lute. I don't know what knacks are from. They're just kind of like doggle foxes. There's white knacks and there's black knacks. That might just be a reference to a Final Fantasy, you know, that might have just been in Final Fantasy like 2 or 3 or something that I didn't play. Oh, there's Kupirate. Death Skull. I was really impressed by these guys. They have freaking... They have nooses around their necks. Which is kind of surprising for, you know, Babby game. But I'm glad they went there. I named my Black Knack Fire Doggo. I don't know why freaking Cockatrice turns into Valefor. I mean, they're both burbs, but other than that. I'm assuming Dual Lizard turns into Tiamat. I can't imagine what else it would. Really want to evolve that freaking Mimic. Alright, Ice Bats. I couldn't catch the Ice Bat because I don't have blind. Snake's eyes freaking creep me out. I think it was first called Araman for FF8 where he was a boss. I think that's just a Dungeons & Dragons reference actually. The first game kind of stole basically half of the list of enemies from Dungeons & Dragons, and a lot of those survived, and they kind of made them their own. But Araman, Ochu, I think, and some of the other things were taken kind of directly from Dungeons & Dragons.
You here to manage your Prismariums?
Oh, I like her. She's a total bitch. She's great. I don't think I have any interesting transfigurations that I can do. I just got that guy. What? Magic jar? I mean, I guess they're both inanimate objects turned into animate objects, but that's a weird transformation. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Tama. I don't need you anymore. Let's get someone more interesting. Yeah, I'm sure the original translation, the original English was something awful because most of the original before 8, the English translations were pretty bad. 7 was kind of a half step up, and then Final Fantasy 8 is their first really proper translation. Which the fact is it really never gets much credit for. But not that poor Final Fantasy 8 ever gets any of the credit it deserves. Everyone just flips their crap about the stupid draw system. Which, by the way, one of the things, like, half the time you never need to even cast magic. Like, people get all, you know, they get their panties in a bundle because they don't want to cast magic because it, you know, permanently reduces their stock. But one, magic is really abundant anyway. And also, I think I'm going to go with a flan so I have more magic. But also, like, half the freaking enemies in the game have something that you can draw and cast directly from them that, like, is super effective against them. Original Japanese was Araman. I mean, some of the stuff was, you know, translated fine. There were bad translations, but they didn't just, like, completely go random. Sometimes they did go completely random, though. Sometimes stuff was just, like, the Japanese name was just transliterated English, and they still managed to screw it up sometimes. Like, localizations back then
That
were
was close.
We'd better steer
interesting.
clear of them.
Alright, so when you try to move left, it also moves you a bit forward. Oh, frick. Yeah, we're dead. Can I escape? See, this is the thing with escape in these games. Anytime you actually want to escape, you can't escape because your speed or whatever is too low. So I always liked in Epic Battle Fantasy, you can always run. You can even run from bosses. 100% success. You can do it anytime you have a turn. It's pretty great. But obviously not a huge deal in this particular game. Unless you just go back to town. I should have picked up more items to cast, like, elements and... It's freaking derpy eyes. Cast stuff to, like, blind and stuff to catch some prismariums. Or some mirages that I don't have. Alright, good. Can't wait to get one of these on my own.
Whoa! What was that?
Oh, real actual
Riku.
people. I thought I might have been seeing things.
Who are you?
Little tiny
Oh.
thong.
My bad. My name's Riku.
Look at her grin! She's got the swirl eyes! Awesome.
Man, I wish that Mirage hadn't come along and trashed my boat, because I was having a great day of treasure hunting. I'm a good swimmer, so it's no biggie, but I was really starting to get pooped. Then I spotted you guys sailing along on top of old Adamantis here.
Hey, Nyai.
So, is there some story behind all this?
I'm so glad she has the Elbed eyes.
For the merrier. Enjoy the cruise.
Thank you. Man, how totally awesome are you Mirage Keepers? It can't be easy befriending an Adamantis.
Honestly, I think we just happened to bump
Why is it
into a really nice
Adamantis?
one.
Oh, so you're trying to get to the Babel region, right? You need to set a course that way.
Her grin is amazing. Why is it Adamantis? It's clearly tortoise. Like, tortoise. I guess the
So, shall we be on our way?
like, that's saying it kind of
Off we
like
go.
mantis.
Take it away. Let's go!
I don't know. I always said Adamantis. I could be wrong too. I guess they're the Final Fantasyers. Final Fantasy X is really good. The problem is just... Oh wait, I did the thing again. Problem with Final Fantasy X is it starts... Well, the start is fine. It's just... It kind of led the decline, so to speak. Like, the whole no world map thing, even back then I was like, where's the world map? Why is everything going in a straight line? The airship is just a menu? Like, what's the deal here? So, but it's still a fantastic game. I would say my favorite Final Fantasies are basically all of 6 through 10. Every single one. They have their flaws, but it's like Final Fantasy is a series that experiments a lot. Despite
Well, we're navigating,
what stupid
so we've
people
got
say
no
about
one
it,
to
you know.
blame but
There's a
ourselves.
large number of titles in it, sure. But they always tried to make sure things were like very different between each titles, and you know, that led to some cases where stuff was, you know, suboptimal. Like the draw system in Final Fantasy VIII, yeah, it has definite problems, but you know, they tried cool things, and when things didn't work, there was, you know, something else to try the next time. I mean, they can still all be good games, but they can still be a decline. I guess I really haven't played too much of 12 and 13 to say that for sure,
here?
but frick. It would help if I could like see directly in front of me. Yeah, I would say all of Final Fantasy 6 through 10 should be played if you want to play Final Fantasy stuff. 4 and 6 are still, or 4 and 5 are still great, but I guess it's just a bit plainer. They just feel, you can feel the age a bit more on those. 6 less so. The biggest problem with Final Fantasy 6, honestly, is that there's no best version. Like, you can play the SNES version with its crappier translation and kind of censorship. You can play the PlayStation version with its better translation, no censorship, but it has those load times. There's the GBA version, which has, I forget if it's censored or not, which is not really a big deal. There's just some stupid edits to some of the enemies. But the GBA version has messed up colors and music, but it has really cool extra endgame stuff. Like, they added the general, like, post-game super boss stuff that most Final Fantasies have now. And I think it had some other minor extras. And then there's the mobile and PC port, which has, like, awful garbage, like, graphics. Like, it looks like 16 different artists work on every different, like, aspect of the game. Like, the menus have, like, one art style. The map is a different art style. The character sprites are a third art style. The enemies are yet a different art style. The background art is a fifth different art. It's just a freaking mess. I don't know how it happened. It's a freaking train wreck. I don't know how, god damn it. I don't know how such a major project and such a big company ended up like that. Oh, are they doing a sprite swap mod for 6? That would probably make it the best version. Otherwise, I would say just play the frickin', you know, an emulated version of the PS1 would probably be, or the SNES. I mean, the translation is worse, but I mean, it's playable. Though it's called frickin' Final Fantasy 2, which is so stupid. Or no, Final Fantasy 3. Final Fantasy 4 was 2. You're not allowed to use the English numbers system, by the way. I saw somebody, like, a couple years ago, it's like, well, which one is it? Is it Final Fantasy 2 or 4? It's like, no. We don't speak of the times when they were misnumbered. Talking about the Steam versions. Technically, yeah. I mean, the PC version of 6 is just a mobile, it's just a port of the mobile one. Which, I think, anyway. I haven't played it. I don't have the PC versions. I already own all of the Final Fantasies, so I never got any of the Steam versions. I care enough about the post-game content I'm waiting for it. I guess. I never really thought... I mean, honestly, like, the post-game in some of them is good. But, I never enjoyed the stuff in Final Fantasy 6 GBA anyway. I feel a lot... Once they got to Final Fantasy 10, I feel they went too overboard with the late-game stuff, or with the post-game. Like, Final Fantasy X's minigames, I would say it's the worst set of minigames in any Final Fantasy. And that's not just because of Blitzball. Blitzball isn't as a part of it. Though it's kind of amazing that they made, like, what is almost a fully fledged PS2 sports game as a freaking minigame in a completely unrelated genre. But Blitzball still sucks. Alright, 4th time's the charm.
Oh?
What is it?
Oh yeah, the weapons in 7 suck too. Final Fantasy 8 and 9, I think, are the least garbage super weapons. But I never really was a big fan of the, oh, crystals. I'm a big sucker for rando crystals in background environments. Which I probably learned from Final Fantasy, or I learned to like from Final Fantasy.
Nonsense. No trouble at all.
Thanks for showing us the way, Riku.
No problem. I needed a little breather anyway.
So, where are you headed from here?
Hey, there's this place I've been trying to reach. Would you mind if I hitched a ride a bit longer?
Sure, I must head back myself. Not a problem.
Thanks a bunch. Okay then, back to my regularly scheduled, totally awesome treasure hunting. Good
I
luck.
played Edith Finch?
And be
Not yet.
careful.
I still plan to.
Bye, Adamantis! I'll come back and imprison you one day, don't you worry! Right, so, what's next?
Well, first, why don't we look for a town?
Be careful. Whatever's up ahead, it's causing my Mirage Jar to go the bonkers.
Oh, I see treasures. Wait. Oh, there we go. Sometimes you gotta be big to get the treasures. But, I can't not hear Cutest when he freaking talks. He looks like Cloud and sounds like Cutest. Yeah, I'll get to Edith Finch. Just tons of stuff. I meant to play some stuff today. I spent most of the day cleaning up and stuff, cleaning up the house and chores and various crap. But tomorrow I hope to get some games like I've been meaning to play Mid Boss. That looks really cool. I'm not usually big into roguelikes, but I know the developer from Twitter. Yeah, no spoilerinos. That wouldn't be good for a stream anyway, because other people would see it. Oops. Just went right back the way it was. Dragon Scars. Is this like that place in Final Fantasy 5? The dragon place?
You don't want to take a spill down the cliffs.
Oh, come on. How old do you think me and Rain are? What? Yeah, we got this.
I guess we're doing this.
I think we should be able to get Ferris as like a summon at some point. Probably later on. But it seems like most of the major characters end up being summons, I guess. I didn't know I'm not doing most of the... Yeah, don't do like... The post-game stuff in 10 is such a mistake. And it's a shame because the battle system in 10 is really great. And then once you do the like super mega... you would think that it would really shine in the post-game bosses, right? Nah, you just spam quick hit and, use an extremely specific item with Riku's combined thing. And that's like 90% of your strategy against all of them. It freaking sucks. It's so frustrating.
Slapstick's less funny if you die from it.
Says you. The main game of Final Fantasy X is fantastic though. The combat system is great. Auron is great. I know some people don't like the characters. I think Cutest is alright for what he is. He's supposed to be kind of a dork. The love story angle was getting really overplayed by that point. Ooh. He's got one of those cow eyes. I think cows have like weird pupils like that. Blood eye. Does anyone know what these mini golems transform into? Oh right, the dodge lightning thing was such a disaster. It's such a shame because the combat system is so good. I mean, you do get good use of it through the main. Oh, frickin'. Oh, hey. No. Why? I'm not sure confused actually makes you target your own enemy, or your own characters, because it always seems to just hit the enemies. Maybe it's just because I only have 2 people, so it's less likely than it is with a party of 3 or 4. Oh, it's goats that have the weird eyes, right. They have these weird, like, metal hats, like, bolted onto their heads. Burning Blood Red Eye. Oh, they only have 1 transfiguration. Burning Blood Red Eye that swings around fire magic. Kinda looks like a flying tomato. Remember, has its tears and secret ingredients for Grimoire's best watering holes. This is where you get Bloody Marys from this thing. I like how expressive they are for just being eyes. I guess I can take it around instead of Black Neck. I'm trying to keep everything's level kind of even. I think the better transfiguration seems to start happening around level 25. Yeah, this is that area from either 5 or 6, right? The dragon thing, and you gotta go get the dragon grass. There's a couple dragon-related areas, I guess.
Paths here are treacherous.
How do you get up there?
Yeah, watch your step or you... What the... Oh!
Wow, it's even funnier.
Alright, let me use that auto battle. Yeah, one of my bigger complaints is just that if you really want to just speed through things, I mean, the speed of this isn't too bad, but Neptunia's animation skip is a lot faster. And you can get through menus faster in Neptunia too. But also, mostly this. This would just be a single button press, and I could get through this in Neptunia. I had to press it like 4 or 5 times, and there's a lot of waiting between those presses.
It's even funnier the second time.
I assume... How do you get up there? Oh, with... I see. That looks suspicious. Oh, just high potions. Is the world of Final Fantasy consistent? What do you mean by that? The Moogle knows fly too? That's amazing. I thought only my Airman knew that. You've never seen goat eyes.
Alrighty, let's go.
Come on, bring it.
This is what they look like. I guess it's more of just a straight bar. It's not really a... Yeah, they have rectangular pupils staring into your souls. Which I would have figured more demons in games and stuff would use. Because, you know, demons already have this sort of goat aesthetic going on. You would think they would go for the creepy eye, too. Why are there skull eaters? I mean skull eaters. Like, how many games take place in the same world, universe, whatever? Probably 0 unless you count the same multiverse. They all have references to each other, but none of the game's histories or worlds are really compatible except for the Ivalice games are. Except Ivalice is apparently not a real place and is made up according to Final Fantasy Tactics. So, take that as you will, I guess. The world of Final Fantasy, Grimoire is basically a bunch of worlds crammed together. How are you not... How are you this bad, auto fight? Alright, there's theories. There's theories that 10 are prequels. I've heard that they're related, but I think that's mostly Bupkis. Because one of the things that people said was that, like, oh, if you look at a TV in Final Fantasy VII, it says Sin on the TV, and it's like, it's probably just Shinra Information Network. There's some potential connections, maybe, but, like, that's just kind of like, oh, hey, dragon.
Man, I wish I was as strong as a dragon. I'd be all like...
Yeah, that's what dragons are like.
Which would make you one straight.
You the need to learn to exploit your Mirage's elemental resistances.
You want us to blow them up?
That's...
Wait.
I was listening. Their mental resistance...
I really wish the things didn't skip it. Character named Shinra, though, he says...
I guess we're doing this.
Stuff from 10 too. Oh yeah, that could just be a reference, though. That doesn't actually mean it's a prequel, though. Spark Dragon. These guys look like the dragons from, Chocobo's Dungeon. Really underrated game, by the way. Chocobo's Dungeon is some of my favorite roguelike, like actual dungeon-y roguelike sorts of things. Did they actually confirm that in an Ultimania, though, or is it just, you know, that one quote? Because, I mean, there's lots of connections like that that aren't really, like, references, not connections. Because, I mean, in Final Fantasy VIII, there's a whole, you know, there's the Centra civilization. but it's obviously not the civilization from Final Fantasy VII. Alright, Skull Eaters are those, like, squirrel things, right? I guess I need to Libra you. Do we consider After Years canon, though? Weren't those games kind of bad? The weird Final Fantasy VI spin-offs? Click status. Oh, status ailments. Okay. I don't have much status stuff, really. I have some items, though. Balance, what? Yeah. I thought I had... Don't I have something that inflicts confusion? Oh yeah, Loco Weed. There we go. Is mere 1 HP incredibly high defense. Yeah, I remember that thing. Yeah, they're moved.
Did it!
Victory!
Though it doesn't actually have a skull in its, like, sprite, which is a big disappointment. But these are Skull Eaters. Look at their intimidating fury. They deal a ridiculous amount of damage, if I recall correctly. You can just run from them, though. I think. They died to Excalibur? I guess it would work, wouldn't it? Dragon with Stormcloud for eyes. Oh, it does! Pretty. Actually, it uses thunder abilities. If you stack with it, does that mean you ride a dragon? Nope, it rides you. In Soviet Russia, dragon rides you. Sea snakes seem kind of boring. Let's swap the tailberry. I'm not really using it. It's kind of frustrating, it's always, skipping the, at least when you're constantly doing things, it skips dialogue. Magic jar, I guess. That way we have magic on both. I really need some more large things, because as Lilikin, I always have the same frickin' bottom mirage.
That's clearly what you've got.
I don't know, I always forget which games you can do that in, because it's pretty rare. Oh wait. Talking to this dragon seems like a really bad idea, so let's do it. Oh, it's not as freaking dangerous as the Ruby Dragon. The Ruby Dragon is like one of the only things I got a game over to in Final Fantasy VIII. They can deal 999 to the whole party. Hi, friend. But they'll only do that if you have your full party alive. They're almost worthless if you have only 2 enemies. Or 2 people alive. This looks bad. Wait, why don't I have Libra? Water?
Take this!
Nice. Okay, we're not that screwed. Yeah, we can beat these. This is fine. I like how she's so much better at magic, or maybe this magic is just stronger. She deals more damage with the weak one. I guess she has 2 magic enemies. Or, I keep calling them enemies. Mirages. Oop. Ow. Okay, we're fine. Just hit it. Alright, Libra. Oh, I should have used the potion. Whatever. Not a critical hit. A critical hit? I can't really do that on purpose, game. could be from any game. I mean, a lot of these characters are, you know, from multiple things at this point. Like I was saying earlier, one of my favorite things about Final Fantasy is that it does have so many self-referential things. If you play a lot, it's a series that rewards playing multiple games in the series a lot, because you play, you know, Final Fantasy, well, especially Final Fantasy 9. There's just so many references, and you get to take in so much. But if you play Final Fantasy 8, there's lots of references to 7 and to earlier ones as well. I don't remember a great deal of them being in 7 itself, but it does have some familiar enemies. I think Final Fantasy 7 is actually where Cactars. Is that the first game with Cactars? They weren't even called Cactars, so they were Cactars. I post a quote from 7 Ultimania. Dragon Quest loves self-referencing. Oh, does it? Huh. Yeah, never really played. I have played Dragon Quest Warriors. Is the only Dragon Quest game I played. I wasn't really very enamored with it. I guess I should unstack for this, shouldn't I? Though that could be bad with Flare Star. Yeah, that was bad. I just need to do a crit. Let me crit you, please. Oh, freaking finally. Okay. This was getting dangerous. Ah, no. Please. Yeah, that was not my best idea, but hey, I'm gonna imprison it. Oh, it was Final Fantasy 6, really? Uh-oh. No! Why do they counter freaking prisms? Just defend again. Okay. Heal. I need to rearrange my items. That potion at the bottom bugs the crap out of me. Alright. Please don't go away. You can prism me into anything. I've had the prism. Oh no! Oh wait, no, it's fine. Oh, come on, just imprison. No! Cactrots. Oh no, this is what I was talking about. They freaking lose imprisoned status. Alright, I'm gonna freaking die if I... Oh, come on. You get criticals, but not me? Whatever. Oh, that was a critical and it freaking died.
Predictable.
Whatever. I'll get Red Dragon later, I guess. That sucks. Why do they gotta make the freaking hardest freaking Prisma Unity also tied to an enemy that is really high level and has a super low catch chance? I wonder if that comes back. Probably not. I'm sure I can get it later though. Yeah, the only Dragon Quest game I played was Dragon Quest Heroes. And despite liking Saturn and Kagura, I do not like Musuo games apparently. I fought the first boss in it, and that was just unpleasant. Not even like difficult unpleasant, it's just like a bullet sponge, but for an action game.
Yeah, we got this.
I guess we're doing this.
Why are they not weak to water? Whatever, I guess it's not Final Fantasy X. I always thought it was kind of funny that Final Fantasy X has the coolest elemental, like, warning system where it's like, hey, this enemy, you know, has the sensor where you can tell, oh, this enemy is weak to fire. But it also had the most clearly choreographed, hey, this enemy is on fire, literally, and so I guess it's weak to ice because ice enemies, or fire enemies are consistently weak to ice. It's like the one Final Fantasy game where they include a really nice feature to tell what things you're weak against is the one Final Fantasy game you don't really need that to tell what spell to use. Great. It's still a great feature, but like more games should have it. Oh, I can't climb back up.
So Tama, could you tell us more about exploiting resistances?
Wait, here we go.
Kaboom!
Would you stop?
Right!
They probably all speak Albed, the Cactars, because that's where Albed are in the desert. Oh man, the locations and world of Final Fantasy X are fantastic. There's some valid complaints against it, but I definitely think it's worth a play. Riku and the Albed in general are really great. It's kind of weird that, yeah, it makes sense though, because like, Final Fantasy X is just going for an opposing system. So like, fire and ice oppose each other, water and thunder oppose each other. Even though it's kind of weird that, you know, fire is not weak. I guess the fire is so hot, it evaporates water. Let's go with that. You know, it should do pretty much the same to ice, but whatever. Maybe it's just really hot water, and so it doesn't affect them. But it affects lightning for reasons. There's also the weirdness of, are robots weak to lightning, or do they absorb it? Like, it's completely impossible to know before trying.
You can reduce the damage you take from flames.
Do you guys want to reduce the damage you take from the flames? I really hope there's some more red dragons somewhere. I guess I could have just died and tried again, come to think of it. I'm still thinking like a normal RPG where you can't just lose and come back. I heard somebody talking about the Final Fantasy trading card game thing before. I don't need any trading card games though. I have enough things where I can just spend large amounts of money. So I don't need more vectors to spend money with.
Where did you come from?
What the honk?
He just kicks the thing and explodes and dies. Oh, we don't talk about the Final Fantasy X extended universe. We barely talk about Final Fantasy X too. But no, those don't exist. But yes, there's like some like light novel or something that's like official fanfiction, and Tidus comes back to life, and then he kicks a bomb and explodes and frickin' dies, and then Yuna gets a new boyfriend. And it sounds like I'm making this up to bullshit you, but this is, I promise you, this is real.
It all makes sense.
It should not be real, but it is. It's terrible. This, like I said, it doesn't exist.
What? The elemental resistance stuff? You actually followed that?
Oh, sure. Basically, we need to imprison as many of the mirages around here as we can.
Huh? Whoa!
What?
You were the right.
Somehow you understood what to do, even if you didn't understand the whys.
Yes, there's more. Okay, cool. We're fine. We're fine. We can get plenty of red dragons. I only import like a couple games a year, so not really on the same par as trading card games could potentially be.
That much is the obvious.
No one in her right mind would put lawn and wise in the same sentence.
Red dragon, let's do this. I guess I just need to spam them with normal attacks so I can
Let's make this good.
Dude, it's on.
get a chance. Oh, there we go. Aw, come on. I guess they're red dragons. They should be a little bit hard to get. Also, your elemental weakness is based off what's your stack. The main characters obviously are element free, but I must have something weak to fire on one of them. It's so rude that they get to counter Imprison. There we go. Ow. Bye. Just gonna leave Lon there to think about what he's done. Type of dragon found throughout the dragon scars. It may look slim, but it's all muscle. Doesn't look that slim. Then in addition to its physical prowess, its fire is hot enough to melt anything. Of course, you have to wonder, where are the legs hiding in the spark dragon's cloud all along? Oh, the spark dragon turns into that? If you say so. Yeah, I'm definitely taking this guy with me. I was just saying that I don't have enough freaking large things. I'm gonna leave the blood eye. We already have floating eye. So let's see how close that is to turn into an Araman. I never beat Omega. That's from 4, right? Or is that from 1? I never really did too many of the super boss things. It's not really my thing. Let's change the line to, or wait. Switch the line to big, or to small. So I can use... No. The red dragon. That is very big. I guess its legs are kind of small. I don't really think most Final Fantasy super bosses are really very fun to fight though. Even if you like hard stuff. I mean, like, especially Final Fantasy X. For such a fantastic battle system and such horrible boss fights. Not like normal boss fights. The normal boss fights are great, but the super boss fights, it's just like, you just spam quick hit and there's like very specific things you have to do. Yeah, Final Fantasy has some of the one of the best bestiaries as like a series in general. It's just so much great stuff. That was a big part of why I was excited for this game, and a big part of why I like it. The Ruby weapon, Ruby and Emerald weapon frickin' suck. I like, there's some alright ideas there, but generally speaking, it just kind of sucks. I like how I just captured one of those dragons. There's just another one there. There was a third dragon just waiting, just to take his place, just in case. Like, hey, isn't that dragon familiar? Nah, it's... We just all look alike, you know? Coleco is short for Connecticut Leather Company? Huh. Sega is actually short for Service Games. It was originally an American company. Sega has a weird freaking history. Yeah, they usually try to prevent you from using most of the OP stuff, which is kind of funny. In Final Fantasy VII, they actually have a specific thing built into Sephiroth, where he has more HP if you have Knights of the Round. But he only has like 9,000 HP more, which is like a tenth, less than a tenth of what freaking Knights of the Round does. It's like, they went to so much effort, but it's pointless, like why? They actually did some really cool stuff with Sephiroth. He has all of these triggers where he has more HP and does more things if you have certain conditions. But they are all so freaking pathetic that, like, he gains like a few thousand HP when you have an ability that will do like 10,000 instantly. I don't know what they were thinking. Wait, did I go this way? Wait, I can't go that way. Wait, where am I? Oh, whoa. I'm not reading this map right at all. I'm just going back this way. Oh yeah, 4 times like Final Fantasy VII. Kind of. That's why I say Final Fantasy. Most games are pretty freaking easy. There's a few boss fights, like Seymour. There's that one Seymour fight in Final Fantasy X that lots of people get stuck on. I think I got a game over 2 there too. The one in Mount Gagazet. And I actually lost really badly to Atmos as a kid in Final Fantasy. I forget if that's 4 or 5. Which is the one with Atmos as like a main story battle? But that's actually a really easy battle if you just know what to do, but I did not.
Doing this.
Oh, there's a green one. Bihydra? I love that. Alright, we're getting a Bihydra, everybody. What do we got here? Excuse you? Get off my computer. Oh, that was 5, yeah. I think I made decent progress in 6. It was 5 I got stuck in. Parky. If I recall correctly, there's like this strategy where you can like basically can't fail in that fight. Because he does some very predictable things. Like once somebody's KO'd, he just tries to draw them in really slowly. But But if you panic, you'll like lose, and I was small bab, and so I panicked. Oh, I freaking hate when bosses heal. Just gonna heal my wobble. Oh, come on. Probably about at the point I need to start using. Well, I guess normal potions are still okay. I don't think Ashura is in that many games, is it? It's in 6. Or no, that's. I mix up the SNES ones a lot. I think it's because of how similar they look. Final Fantasy 7 through 10 are all extremely distinct visual styles. Oh yeah, 4. That's in 4. Right, with the summoner, like, magic crystal thing. Why is your stack not wobbling? Or whatever, I'll just find a lone one.
No trouble at all.
Good job.
Hero is worried about those being like a one-time encounter and they're everywhere. I don't think this game has one-time encounters though. It does have some slightly missable stuff. Final Fantasy 7 is Lego, people. That's how I've always thought of the graphics.
I won't hold back.
Oh, 3 this time. I think Abyss is like stronger than Dark. Dark can cause blindness. That's good. I have a freaking all attack spell, but it's only for once. Obviously, it's useless against these guys. Final Fantasy 8 stuff looks fantastic for PlayStation 1. They just went for more of a stylized. I think the reason they went for chibis in Final Fantasy 9 was to be more like the original games, because I mean, they kind of had to be chibis for the pixels. So that's why it looks like it does. A lot of people don't like it, but so I think it's the best rated Final Fantasy in terms of critical reception, though. I remember lots of complaining. I probably complained myself. It's a fantastic game. I would probably say it's my favorite. Oh, I didn't. I mean, they're not that chibi either. They're kind of like fairy tale people, I guess. It's a very weird fairy tale game in general, though. Which is, again, just kind of a reference to the original ones. Final Fantasy 7, like, there weren't chibis, though. They were just really bad. Like, they're not meant to be small or, like, anything. I mean, they were very slightly, they weren't really chibi in Final Fantasy 7 either, but, or 8, 9. One of those numbers. This might be bad. they were more chibi than Final Fantasy VIII was. You know nothing about 9. Oh, you need to fix that! Final Fantasy IX is pretty much inarguably one of the best Final Fantasies. I don't think I've ever met anybody with a legitimate complaint against 9. Well, I mean, major, like, dislike the whole game sort of complaint. By chibi, I just mean large heads, like the cartoonish sort of style. Final Fantasy VII's world models were terrible. Their battle models were alright, though the complete lack of textures is really jarring. I think Final Fantasy is a really amazing series for showing off the PS1. Let me just show you. What's the frickin' eye enemy? Why can't I get an image of this? I searched FF7 Hexa and I get pictures of this stupid MMO. What the? What is this thing called? 8-eye? Is it 8-eye? Oh, it's 8-eye. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you two images. These are both from the same... These are from the same generation. These are from the same exact console. From within the same console generations. What the hell? Oh, goddamn it. Search for F9, not FF9. What's it called? What is that thing called? What's the monster with all the eyes in Final Fantasy IX? It's called an 8-eye in 7. Ugh. Evil Eye? Oh, Hecdice? Where's the Final Fantasy 8? There we go. All the names are so friggin' weird. Every game names the same enemy differently until Final Fantasy 9 or so. These two enemies, these are on the same console. You got this, you got minor improvement over here, just a teeny bit. You know, they discovered how to make textures. They discovered, you know, just a little bit about what they were doing, just a teeny bit. And the jump from Final Fantasy 7 to Final Fantasy 8 is already completely ridiculous. Like, let's see the behemoth from Final Fantasy VIII. Like, Final Fantasy VIII already looks like a frickin'... Like, the enemy models already look almost PS2 quality. That's Final Fantasy VIII. That's not Final Fantasy X. That's Final Fantasy VIII. Though Behemoth, I think Behemoth only showed up as a single enemy. So it does have a bit of an advantage. Like, it was probably the only single enemy on screen. But, it's pretty ridiculous what they ended up doing with PS1 after Final Fantasy VII looks like Final Fantasy VII. I mean, honestly, the Final Fantasy VII's enemies look pretty good considering they don't have textures and are weirdly low poly. Secret areas. Oh right, I found a secret area in the first dungeon and it was way too hard for me. Like, things are like 10 or more levels above me. Thick monster. Behemoths, I wouldn't say behemoths are thick. Behemoths are swole. Final Fantasy VII has weird stuff. I will be super pissed if Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't have the weird enemies. Let me show you one of my favorite Final Fantasy VII enemies. Final Fantasy VII players probably already know. But, hell yeah. This guy. Everyone's favorite, most recognizable Final Fantasy enemy. Hell House. Hell yeah. It's the house that is also a demon. You fight this thing after like Jesse freaking dies and like you're trying to escape because everyone is like in Avalanche is dying and you fight a house. You also cross-dress to date a freaking Don from the Mafia. What a great game. Utter BS of shock value. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the Ares thing. That was kind of funny, and at least they committed to it. Final Fantasy IV does the whole thing where it's like, oh hey, people are dying all the time, blah 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 blah. But then, actually, none of them really die. Oh. This isn't gonna go well. Hi, friend. I guess you're Cerberus, but your heads are detached?
Clearly
That's a
a
new one.
worthy challenge.
Be careful.
Oh, I freaking love this battle music. Yep, it's Cerberus.
Not done yet.
I wish you could switch. Can you switch the main battle theme to this? Because I saw there was an option to switch battle music, but I didn't see this in the list.
I've got this.
Oh yeah, I love the art style. Use fire, ice, and thunder attacks? I don't think I can do that. I can't do thunder. Guess I'll die. I mean, I guess they had to kill Ares so that they couldn't, Holy wouldn't work, right? But they could have just had Holy not work. Or I guess Holy did cast, but it didn't work. But, I don't know. Everybody likes killing characters, right? Stack setup. Alright, I need something cast Thunder. I don't think I have anything. Let me... Or is this that prism? Oh, frame drops? God damn it. Yeah, still need lower? No, I think it's alright. Yeah, this just seems to be a thing. Yeah, Mediacom refuses to accept. No, I still have to go lower. I can't believe this shit. Man, this game's gonna like crap at this low of a bitrate. Oh, come the fuck on! What are you doing? Oh, my bad. Okay, I think we're good now. Is it OneDrive? I doubt it. I can check, but really doubt it. Oh god, fucking damn it. Windows thing? Windows 10 seems to do this thing sometimes where you press the Windows key and the menu doesn't pop up. That's not what I wanted. No, you... Oh, fucking Christ. My problem is that my... Ugh, never mind, it's too hard to explain. Yeah, no, OneDrive isn't doing anything. Mediacom seems to just throttle you after a while. They've said they don't, and they keep giving me random answers, but nothing ever works. Like, they give me different freaking answers every single time, but it seems to be fine. Anyway. It's not OneDrive. OneDrive really doesn't... It wouldn't cause problems right, like, 2 hours into a stream in most cases. Like, it checks pretty constantly. If I have issues at the start of a stream, that might be OneDrive. But I already throttled OneDrive. But let me just post in the chat so people... Oh, I already did. Ugh. Oh wait, I have Spark Dragon. Okay, so Spark Dragon, Fire Guy. I need somebody with Ice. Yeah, I'm not really doing anything with Sea Snake. Wait, can you manage the Mirage thing from here? What has Thunder? Or no, I need Ice. So I need this thing. Alright, this should be fine. I haven't really been playing that Magikarp game much. Oops. Magic Jar. I in fact need Spark Dragon. That should be fine. Alright, so I need both of you. That's fine. Alright. Alright, let's go back. Dragon Scars. Yeah, I noticed Babla's looks extremely like Jack Frost, but that's not really Square's thing, so I'm not sure if that's deliberate or not. Does Babla's turn into Shiva? I don't think so. I think Shiva is like her own thing. So I don't know what she turns into. Which is weird because Veil 4 isn't her own thing. Oh dang, they actually respawn too. Aw frick, does that mean I have to fight more? I'm not gonna be super thorough of this dungeon. I'll come back later. I think for the secret areas, you kind of have to go back anyway. At least the one I found from the first dungeon is like level 30 plus at least. And I'm still not at that level actually. Does she mean Ramu? I saw Ifrit, Shiva, and Ramu before. This will take too long. I think it might be a little under-leveled or something. I'm like doing okay, but I feel things are going slower than they should. But I don't want to like grind on stream. I'll probably just go another half hour or so anyway. Bitrate, you better not be dropping frames. How bad does this look on screen, by the way? Because the bitrate is less than half of what it was before.
Gimme, gimme!
Rude.
Mythra knows how to play defense.
I guess we'll have to give it what it wants.
Where was... Was it back down here? The map orientation makes no sense compared to where your camera angle is. Oh wait, I already been here. Love seeing the tiny Moogle carry us over instead of the big eyeball. Speaking of big eyeball, let's see if we can finally transform you. Alright, we need to give you some abilities. Oh, fire. Oh, Fyra. Oh, definitely. Whoa, strength plus plus? Whoa, this guy's good. Holy crap. Scales to HP. Does that mean it deals more damage with more when you have more HP? Heck yeah, I want that fire jewel. Oh, this is a different set of dragons? Myra. Oh, this guy has like some of the best things I've found. Fire, red fang, physical fire. So do physical and magical fire damage. Let's learn Fyra. Critical plus? Oh, this guy's too good. Let's get that HP though. Stream? Is it not up? What? I show that. Video output low? It should be back up. What do you mean video output low? Hold on. YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain bandwidth. What the hell? I really wish I lived anywhere with any kind of alternative. I literally have no possible alternative than Mediacom, and they freaking suck. Ping. Issues with this particular server. I'd recommend a ping tracer out to that website. 2 other examples. Bad hop. Oh wait, tracer. I don't even remember how to identify bad hops with traceroute anymore. Alright, I think it's stable now. I have even lower resolution or bandwidth than ever. So how terrible does this look? Man, traceroute takes forever.
Let's do this.
Here we go!
I don't care. I just want Cerberus. See, that awkward pause. It takes so long to leave a fight when you're just trying to go fast. It doesn't want me to go fast. Why is this thing so bad? Wait, where was I before? Oh, I was... You have to fight this thing. Okay.
I guess we're doing this.
Come on, bring it.
See?
Freaking died?
Bothersome.
Okay, I actually think I'm pretty underleveled for this place. From your screen, wait, what's going on? Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, I think this game is too like high res and like too much going on for it to look any good at this kind of bitrate. I kind of just need to grind anyway. So, and it's been 2.5 hours. I think I'm just gonna throw in the towel and I guess bringing in my level 11 creatures wasn't really the brightest idea either. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. You know, we'll play this tomorrow, 6 Central, like always, and we will go from there, I guess. But yeah, I found Mediacom told me to do a trace route this time, and I found something where a request is timing out. I don't know if that'll help them or what the deal is. It's been a long time since I've done a trace route myself. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I really enjoyed the game. This is really great throwback to the old Final Fantasies, and I don't really like the new ones. So I'll definitely keep playing and keep. I'll try to grind a bit more, and then we'll stream a little bit easier. And hey, I'll just take this opportunity to cast a little bit of attention back to that new Humble Bundle that's out there. If one more person buys Humble Bundle, the 18, with my, oh my god, I'm streaming 1.4 megabits per second. It's still having troubles. Yeah, I can't stream like this. Even if we weren't hitting an awkward low level thing, I can't stream like this. Whatever. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.